Today's book, the most gas-enabling tome you will ever find. It's called the McKeown's Price Guide to Antique and Classic Cameras.
Also known as the Used Camera Bible.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the size. It's actually...
It's fantastic.
It's misleading when you look at a picture of it online. I had it on Amazon. I stuck it in my...
you think it's just like a pocket
Yeah,
book.
I thought it was like a book. It's literally like New York City phone book circa 1989.
Yeah,
like
textbook,
it's just, And phone book, kids, you can ask your parents what a phone book is, but it's a huge, huge book. It's 1,200 and some pages long. Essentially every camera ever made, a picture of each, a little description of each, and then for what it's worth, approximate value as of 10 to 15-ish years ago. So the prices are mostly not very good, but it'll give you a rough idea. If you see a camera in here that says it's worth $5, it's pretty much going to be worthless. If you see a camera in here that says it's worth $10,000, buy that one.
Now you can Google it and check it out.
Yeah, you can check eBay and see what it's actually going for. But
The Google.
it's the most gas-inducing thing I've ever seen. You can literally flip to any random page.
I want that. I want this.
Yeah,
I want that.
I've never heard of that before. Oh, there's a company called Merkel. Oh, here's a company called Metropolitan. Oh, here's a company called Micro Precision. You know, that just every single page is a company you've never heard of, and dozens of cameras you've never heard of before that do things you've never seen a camera do before, and it makes you want all of them. Can cameras, look at that. Ico's can cameras.
Look at the one below it.
Yeah, the Ico tire camera. Pretty much anything you can imagine is in this book.
Do you have time to do anything else in your life? I would imagine you only have your nose in that book.
This is just like I just kind of opened to a random page and then kind of flipped through like, oh, I actually got that one.
Got that one.
Yeah, there we go. I opened to a boring page.
Oh.
But yeah, I just kind of flipped through and then like I happen to open this random page, Gandolfi. Oh, what the heck is Gandolfi?
Oh, Gandolfi is a great camera maker.
Yeah, a little history of Gandolfi cameras. Here's the cameras that they made. Garland, right next to that. Gatto, right next to that. Galmont. Like it's just...
Oh my God, it's almost like they're alphabetical.
What?
It's using some sort of... beautiful to look at. It allows you to look up cameras that you may have or you're familiar with and find variations or maybe little bits of trivia on them.
Or if your mark, it's just a giant wish list.
There's almost
Yeah.
almost every time an image to go with the description. Which
Yeah,
makes
it's
it even
amazing.
worse, of course.
Are there Instamatics in there as well, or no?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Oh, there are.
There's a whole section.
Pages of Instamatic, yeah. Like actually, just for fun, I looked up the Minolta Maxims, and the entry in this book for Minolta Maxims, which they haven't made for years, says, "Hey, check out these cool new cameras Minolta's making. Well, only time will tell what they'll be worth, because the book is so old that was still that was still a current model. So, but yeah, anything you could really imagine. Here's the Instamatic pages.
So when you received this as a gift, you didn't know what it was because you didn't expect the book to be that big.
Yeah, I mean, I got this wrapped package that weighed 7 pounds, not occurring to me that it was a book. I thought it was some sort of a board game or something. I had no idea. Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be
That's a beautiful page, all those Instamatic cameras.
Tiles of... But so, like, as I was saying, a perfect example, these are all cameras that they take 1/26 film that was still in production when this book was written, and the value for pretty much all of them is $1 to $10. So even back then...
Right, we're not worth much.
These are still worth $1 to $10, even though you can't get the film for them anymore. So, yeah, that's a good example. But it gives you a rough idea what, sort of generally what things are worth, and it can give you an idea of things that were around it. Like,
And a lot of times they'll tell you also what film size.
Oh, that's
some of
true.
the older ones
Yeah, because
too,
a lot of
so
people will come in asking about just
it's
random
a folder.
cameras.
I don't know the film. They don't realize it's printed inside, or maybe
First
it
time I
isn't, but-
saw that book, I was asking Leslie a question. She said, "Let me check that for you."
Boom
On the table it goes. Already post-it noted and ready to go. Let's move it to this section. I also am very familiar with the book because the boys at Midwest Photo Exchange have it at the used counter, just ready for when we need to play Antiques Roadshow on something.
Except downplay the numbers that are in there. And cover up that part when you're showing it to the customer.
That's not the camera. It's the $5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, they're showing the prices in rupees. That's pesos.
And what's the name of this book again?
McKeown's. McKeown apostrophe S. Officially, it's called McKeown's Price Guide to Antique and Classic Cameras.
I'm looking at I have the list of stuff that's on the show. You had emailed, some topics. This is Book of the whatever.
Book of the whatever we're using it. Yeah, whatever we're going to use it for. But Book of the Millennium.
And how could a listener find this?
I actually this was purchased through Amazon. You can buy it on Amazon. It hasn't actually been published I think the last publishing run of these might have been 2004, so they're just sort of sitting in a warehouse. There's talk of another edition coming out eventually.
With digital cameras?
Good question.
I would say no, just because it'd be so easily outdated.
It wouldn't. Yeah. It's hard to say. I don't think so. Although when this came out, I mean, the latest film cameras were put into it, so maybe.
It says 2005, 2006 on the spine.
Well, it was published. Yeah, I think it was published in 2004 to be like the blue book for those couple of years.
Yep.
And then they just never came out with the following version of it. But
is there a hardcover edition?
Mine's hardcover, but it's the series, the one before. At that time, it was offered 2 ways, and since I could buy it wholesale, I did. But I don't know at this point because I can't imagine the cost to produce that book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now at this point, you're just sort of taking what you can get. I'm looking to see if it actually has
The price?
like an original MSRP. I don't know. Yeah. So on Amazon, it's going for about $90, I think. And I think I checked a week or so ago, and it wasn't even in stock anymore. So,
another very good source for books is called ABE, or ABEbooks.com, because they source the entire world for them. It may be a good source for that one, too.
Right.
So
Very
I'm
good.
sure you can get it on eBay. Or yeah, I'm sure you can find it on. But yeah, great book.
Thank you
If you're a camera collector or a camera hoarder.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Sure.